Hey VC, how's it going? Right, okay, this is a contest entry. Rob Walker's been in the VC for 2 years, been making videos for a couple of years. So he's run a quick contest. Now, yeah, everybody knows Rob in the VC. He makes great videos, he shows a lot of new stuff, so I always feel like I'm learning something whenever I watch his videos, but he also comments on everybody's videos as well, so yeah, really cool. We had a UK VC meetup last February now, down in Bristol, and Rob was there, and yeah, it's just really good to meet him, you know, really good company, so hopefully we'll do that again this year, you know, so, right, so his contest is to name 5 artists that you would like to have seen live. Now, I've done it slightly differently because I've actually got 5 specific gigs that I'd like to have been at. Right, so my first pick is this. This is the Monterey Pop Festival 1967. So this record features 2 performances from the festival. One side is Otis Redding and the other side is Jimi Hendrix. Now, the Otis Redding side, over the years, I have played to death. It's just a brilliant performance, backed by Booker T and the MGs. See, Otis, one of the greatest singers ever. Such power, such energy in his voice and his performance as well. Just brilliant stuff. I don't think I've ever played the Hendrix side, not because I've got anything against Hendrix. I've got his studio albums and I really enjoy those, but whenever I pull out this record, I always play the Otis side. I often intend to play Hendrix, but I always end up playing the Otis side. So yeah, so my first pick is Otis Redding, backed by Booker T and the MGs, at the 1967 Monterey Pop Festival. But I don't want to be stuck at the back. I don't want a crap view or anything, so I want to be, you know, side of the stage so I can see everything, you know, up close and personal. So yeah, there you go. Second one, a gig that I've heard wax lyrical about over the years, and this album, another one that I've played loads. This is Bob Marley and the Wailers live at the London Lyceum. Just a band just at the height of their powers. I'd love to have seen Bob Marley, just incredible. I've seen the Wailers, I saw them about 20 years ago, and you know, they're a good night out, you know, still a great band and really entertaining, but you know, at this time, I think it wouldn't get too much better than that. So there you go, it's the second one. The third one, now I don't have a copy of Let It Be on vinyl, I've only got Let It Be Naked. I've got the original album on CD, but so I'm gonna show this, right? So, you probably guessed, I would like to see the Beatles' final performance on top of the Apple Building, 1969. And you see all that wonderful footage. I've got a bootleg DVD of, see if I can grab it. Yeah, I've got a bootleg DVD of the Let It Be film, which obviously hasn't been available for a long time. I know Peter Jackson has redone it, and I can't wait to see that's coming out later in the year. But you know, you see that old footage and you've got people sitting on neighbouring rooftops or climbing up ladders to just to get a view of the Beatles, I say, playing on top of the Apple Building. I'd love to have been standing on one of those ladders or sat on a neighbouring building. That'd be just wonderful. So there you go. It's the third one. Right, fourth, Elvis, the 68 comeback special. This is my favourite Elvis period. He looked fantastic, you know, all clad in leather. Yeah, I mean, the footage of him in the studio with playing the band, you know, just with playing a guitar as well. I love to see Elvis playing a guitar. Yeah, I'd like to have been there. And you know the if you know the clip, you know, the band are on the stage and they've got all the girls sitting around the edge of the stage and all staring up at Elvis. Well, I'd like to have been one of those girls. So there you go. And finally, perhaps something you perhaps wouldn't expect, but this takes me back to my teenage years. I remember 1990, summer 1990, listening to Tommy Vance on Radio 1 presenting the coverage of the 1990 Monsters of Rock Festival, for which Thunder opened. Now, Thunder, I've said before, you know, I had that sort of period, very late 80s, early 90s. You know, I've got a real fondness for that sort of rock music, particularly British rock that came out at that point. And Thunder opened the Monsters of Rock Festival that year, and they were just bloody wonderful. All of the music they played, you know, that particular gig has come out since, and yeah, it's just a great gig. But I'd love to have been there. The rest of the bill that day was, say, Thunder, then the Choir Boys, another band that I love, Poison, Aerosmith, and Whitesnake. Now, you might not expect me to be saying all those bands, but I sat glued to the radio, listening to Tommy Vance, listening to all those bands for that day. I used to have tape copies of all of the broadcasts, but I don't know where they've gone. But yeah, you know, at that point, that was a really important gig for me, and I just that would make the 14-year-old John very, very happy to have been there. Again, I don't want a shit spot. I want to be side of the stage, seeing all the bands, you know, up close and personal. So there you go. Cheers.